Hi everybody. Okay, here's how our normal sale works. Different states have different laws and customs, but this is a pretty good general description of how normal home sales work. First, let's look at it from the seller's point of view. Let's say a homeowner decides they want to sell their house, so they find a real estate agent. They sign a contract with the real estate agent where the seller promises to pay the agent a commission of, say, 6% of the sales price of the home at closing to the agent if the agent sells the house. The seller's agent soon puts the home into the local MLS system. At the same time, the seller's agent makes a promise to all other agents in the local MLS system to pay a commission of, say, 3% to the agent who brings the buyer. That 3% gets hundreds or thousands of agents who are members of that local MLS working to find a buyer for the home. MLS stands for Multiple Listing Service. It's an organization of local real estate agents who band together to help each other sell the homes of each other's clients. Paying a real estate agent to put their home in the MLS helps the seller find a buyer. In addition, putting a home in the MLS can also help the seller realize when they've overpriced their home. Very often homes are overpriced when they first hit the MLS. Sellers often think, hey, let's just try this price and see what happens. But nothing happens, it's too overpriced. Most buyers won't make offers on homes they think are too overpriced. Buyers assume they won't be able to come to an agreement with way overpriced sellers, so they don't waste their time making offers on way overpriced homes. Many of these overpriced sellers will slowly learn their homes won't sell at their current prices. Then some sellers will slowly lower their list prices until the list price is close enough to market price that buyers start to make offers. The point is that in addition to helping sellers find buyers, listing homes in the MLS helps way overpriced sellers realize when they're way overpriced. Now let's see what's going on from the buyer's point of view. When potential buyers searching online see homes they want to see in person, they need to find a local MLS real estate agent with a local MLS lockbox key to show it to them. None of these agents who are showing homes are getting paid for showing the home. They only get paid if their new client ends up buying the home. Sometimes an agent will show a potential buyer a huge number of homes, but then the buyer changes their mind about buying a home and the agent gets zip for all their work. Years ago, I may have had 200 hours invested into helping one guy, but in the end, he didn't buy anything for me. I made $0. This is a big reason why real estate agents are so crazy expensive. Buyers who buy end up paying for all the time real estate agents spend on buyers who don't buy. In effect, buyers who buy subsidize the less serious buyers who don't end up buying. So what happens when a serious buyer finds a home they want to make an offer on? How do buyers and sellers negotiate price and terms in a normal sale? During the price and term negotiations, the only person you, the buyer, deal with is your real estate agent. All your negotiations go through your real estate agent. Your agent deals with the seller's agent, and the seller's agent deals directly with the seller. You only communicate directly with the seller through your written offers and written counteroffers, or indirectly through your agent. Here's how the mechanics of how contract negotiations usually play out in a normal sale. After you find a home you're interested in, your agent will help you estimate the market value of the home, and under your direction, your agent will write up your full multi-page offer to buy the place. There's a lot more to an offer than just the price. The price is the big thing, of course, but in no way is it the only thing. You can negotiate a good price on a house but still get screwed by the other terms in the contract. You sign your offer and your agent sends it off to the seller's agent, who sends it on to the seller to review. The seller will very likely come back with a one-page written counteroffer. It accepts most of what was in your offer, but which changes some things. For example, most commonly, the price. Let's call this one-page paper counteroffer number 1. If you sign the seller's counteroffer number 1, that means you accept the changes the seller proposed in counteroffer number 1. You would then have a signed contract. Your original offer, together with the signed counteroffer number 1, becomes the written contract. It's very common, however, that you come back with your own counteroffer number 2, which accepts most of the stuff in the seller's counteroffer number 1, but which proposes some changes. If the seller signs your counteroffer number 2, you have a written contract. Your original offer plus counteroffer number 1 plus counteroffer number 2, all together with everything signed by everybody, becomes a written contract. The seller may come back with counteroffer number 3 and so on, back and forth, with more counteroffers from you and the seller until you reach an agreement on everything and you have a written contract, or you realize you can't reach an agreement and you give up on negotiating with the seller. In a normal sale, during these entire negotiations, your real estate agent's help has been free to you. You're not paying for your agent's help in estimating the value of the home, in drafting the original offer, or in helping you draft any counteroffers, and of course, in advising you all along the way. All this help from your agent is free to you. Great. Let's assume you've reached an agreement now with the seller and you're now under contract. Remember, however, that if the negotiations don't work out for any reason, you're only out the time you invested. But also remember that your free real estate agent is also out all of their time they spent helping you. One big reason real estate agent commissions are so high is that real estate agents provide a lot of free services to buyers who don't end up buying and sellers who don't end up selling. Okay, you're up to speed on why some home sellers and real estate agents sometimes act so weird.